really want something to happen, you can achieve it through effort and the willpower and everybody pulling together.
So the Wellington Orbit started, and I can't give you dates because I'm one of those ones that can never remember dates.
The project started in November 2012 when there was an ideas forum following the closure of Dunelm Store.
It started way before my time. There was a group of volunteers that wanted to bring back a cinema to Wellington. They used to have the Clifton Cinema many, many years ago, and they wanted to bring it back.
So we used to meet in the Belmont Hall in Wellington. Every Saturday night we would have flicks in the sticks and various films. Fiona's husband would come round with the ice creams in the interval, and it was a really good night, and we paid to come, of course, and plus there was always a raffle and ways of making money, and this is why we started to fundraise to reopen the Clifton.
They formed a community benefit society in October 2013 to give it legal form.
That small group that got to they were trying to raise money every weekend. They had a stall in the market, trying to get people to buy shares.
The enthusiasm was what carried that entire group through.
We realised that the Clifton had so much money needed to be spent on it and to purchase it that it was absolutely impossible.
We had at the time around about 600 members, and we said to the members, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue pressing for the Clifton, or are you more interested in having a community arts centre in the town? And overwhelmingly they said, well, we're interested in having a community arts centre in the town. And we gave every member the opportunity to redeem their shares if they didn't want to, if they wanted just for the Clifton. And only 2 people did, so we had overwhelming support for that.
I think that we knew that it wasn't the end, that something was definitely going to happen.
But it did change, I think, the tenor of the leadership.
Yeah.
It became much more businesslike. Ray and I know each other of old, as it goes. I used to work for Ray, and one thing you learn very early is if you work for Ray in 1984, then you work for Ray for the rest of your life.
When the powers that be found out that this place was available to rent, then it was an ideal opportunity.
He asked me to have a look at the plans that were afoot for phase 1, and it was very exciting to see all the changes that were being made. And over time, I became a shareholder, like many of us do, more of an investor, and eventually managed to sort of squeeze my way onto the board.
And that's where we moved from there and entered into tortuous negotiations to get the lease.
And we got together then as well to decide what it was going to be called, because it couldn't be called Save the Clifton anymore, and the name, the Orbit, became the name that was chosen by everybody.
I've been volunteering here since Orbit opened. I popped in for a cup of tea when it first opened and was talked into volunteering, and I've been here ever since.
So I walked past it like about 2-3 months after it opened, and I saw the cinema and I thought, I'll ask, because I wanted to volunteer somewhere that was a bit more local and just nearer, so it wasn't a pain to get to.
I'm retired from work and I wanted something to do, and volunteering seemed a good way to give something back.
Very restless, fidgety person, so it gives me something to focus on, and also gets me out of the flat. So it's better than sitting home all day doing nothing. But also, like, it helps me mentally as well.
We already have, I think it's around 50 volunteers.
40 to 50.
40 to 50 volunteers.
Yeah.
And a wait list.
The volunteers here are amazing. They're the heart and soul of this operation. They're so inclusive. They welcome everybody. They deserve a shout out. The volunteers deserve a massive shout out.
That gives you something to focus on, but it also helps like your confidence and self-esteem.
We never undervalue or underestimate the fact that, you know, they give the gift of their time for free,
Yeah.
and that's brilliant.
When people walk into this, the first thing they say is wow. Then they pause, then they look around, and they say, what's all this about? And they love it.
I love this place. I mean, I've got friends and that weren't coming, and I've talked them into coming. Now they're sick of me. They can't keep away now.
And we used to have charity evenings, and we asked the Jade Singers to come along and sing for us. That's how we first met, wasn't it?
Yes.
Are you the troublemakers of the community?
No, I am.
Well, I got a seat with my name on. Sometimes sit in it, but not always.
I keep saying I'm going to get trouble put on the naughty corner.
Well, mine just says my name, and then it says my second home. That's what mine says, because this is what it feels like to me.
It is like a second home. Like when I come here to volunteer, it's not like I'm coming to work. Kind of like family, just brilliant support network, and I'll be absolutely lost without this place. So it's wonderful people.
I think it's a passion for movies, plus the friendly atmosphere, and the people are so lovely and welcoming. You know, you don't mind coming in, even if it's just for the welcoming.
It was a big leap of faith, actually. I think.
Well, it's a huge leap of faith.
Taking the lease on.
Yeah, because we only had a 5-year lease to start with, and then it was extended, and then we had a change of landlord, and the new landlord we had was very, very supportive of us and wanted us to buy the place. And had he not done that, we probably would be at the stage we are now, because now we've got the freehold. We can actually do all the structural alterations that we need to get the arts centre we want.
I've been here 6 years working with it. I'm used to this building. I'm used to how it is. And now I'm in mixed emotions. I've got sadness, I've got stress, and I've got happiness. And the building at the moment is in its, how can I put it, demolition stages. So at the moment they're taking the building apart, which is my sadness of the building, because I'm seeing it change.
Location is critical, of course, on station approach. Beautiful building. It was imperative this building be saved, and this is a way of saving it and using it to good effect.
Having this whole building, not just downstairs where we are at the moment, but having 2 upper floors of hireable rooms, spaces for people to come. Yes, we've got to rent the rooms out, we've got to make money, but at the end of the day, it's providing something for the community to use, and it brings people together. And also we're looking at different things with groups.
Once phase 2 of the Orbit is up and running, we are hoping that we can expand our class range and move into the studio upstairs. Very exciting.
To get a dance studio back in Wellington that we could expand our business to, or Becky's business, would be brilliant.
So we're sort of excited about what's happening upstairs, aren't we?
Oh yeah,
we can't wait to see.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be using the dance studio very much.
Apprehensive because we don't know exactly what it's going to be like. But yeah, it's things going forward, isn't it? Things moving forward has got to be good. We can't stay still forever.
Having such a wonderful community-led base like the Orbit be so beneficial to the young people in Wellington. It makes it much more accessible. The parking's great in Wellington for young people to get here. It means they'd have access to a studio space that they can come and have that creative outlet.
It'd be great to have spaces for music acts, dance and exercise classes, comedy acts. Exhibitions,
Yeah.
all things that will bring a richness to the economy in Wellington.
Lots of schools in the community are losing their GCSE dance and drama syllabuses. So it's really important that young people have somewhere that they can come to express themselves creatively, and with the cinema being here as well, because we're a film school, there's great ties there as well.
Well, if you haven't been before, you are seriously missing out. That's all I can say. I mean, is the world not aware that Wellington has a cinema now, a destination cinema, and there's something here for every taste. You know, even if you're not a massive film buff, there are some here for everybody. If it's only a cup of tea or a slice of cake.
One of the best places in Wellington to come for a cup of tea and something to eat when the kitchen's finished.
Customers just say they build a relationship with the staff and with other customers, so it's just somewhere that local people can come and feel welcome and comfortable and have a good chat if they need a chat. Just really good like support network for like the local people of the community.
The Orbit's the best place to come. If you need to talk to anybody, there's always somebody there.
Not as overwhelming as the bigger cinemas because it's smaller and it's more intimate and it's more personal. So that's definitely like the best reason to come to like places like the Orbit.
The films are brilliant. I mean, they get the up-to-date films coming in. It's not like they're getting all whole films and that.
Like the big cinemas, like the prices are going up and they are more expensive. So I think the more expensive the bigger ones get, the more people will probably go to the independent ones. And you still get that social aspect of seeing your friends and seeing people at the cinema. So like independent cinemas have got a good future ahead.
I'm quite optimistic about the future of cinema. I think there's something really special about people coming together to a community space to sit down and enjoy and share that emotion and that feeling with other people.
When we put a film on, we don't just put a film on, we make it an event. We talk to our customers, we make it fun, enjoyable, and people want to come back, and that's the biggest thing for us. Make it a night out. We are, and I will say this, we're starting to be the hub of Wellington.
You find it gets referenced in a lot of estate agents' particulars, and other people talk about, well, the Orbit Cinema, you must go.
I've got a lot of passion for this place. I want it to work, not just for myself, but for the community of Wellington as well. And I think what I want it to be, and I think what it's getting there, is the gateway into Wellington.
We know we're fulfilling a need, and 5 years on, it's an established part of Wellington's regeneration.
Yeah, and it's good for the town also, because when people go to the cinema, they spend locally as well. So it's not just for the Orbit; it's for the whole town.
Yeah,
that it's helped to regenerate the whole economy.
Well, we as a council, obviously, we're as inclusive as we can be, as diverse as we can be, and we want to facilitate the arts, because the arts are so important for this country.
I mean, you have to be realistic. As we realised with the Clifton, it wasn't realistic that we couldn't do it that way, but you've got to look for other ways that it can be done. And having done that, then you have to persevere and see that there's an actual need for it in the community as there is here, and persevere and go for it.
Well, try and tick as many boxes as you can, not just the cinema box, because there are a lot of other boxes could be ticked, as indeed the directors are doing here at the Orbit. I mean, it's a cracking team of directors they've got, very creative people, very able people.
This is a great opportunity to be able to say to the great people of Wellington, the volunteers, the customers, the cinema goers, the opera goers, the play attendees, thank you. We've had 5 years of success, ups and downs, came through COVID with flying colours, and all of that is only possible from the patronage, if you will, the people coming to drink the coffee, see the movies, tell the friends, and make the Orbit what it is today.
We thought it would never come to fruition. We thought we'd never, because we couldn't buy the Clifton, it would never come to fruition, and it has.
Great Britain is known for its art across the world. You know, this is the country where art is commissioned and where creative people thrive, and it's venues like this that allow them to thrive, to have, because out of small acorn grow great British oaks.